you guys doing? We're gonna do an onion video today. I got my seeds delivered. But before we do that, I want to show you guys something. You ready for this? Look at that. Look at the amount of flowers on my cucumber plants. Isn't that bonkers? Look at that. I mean, they're all the way over there. And I'm growing cucumbers. Where are they? Let's find some. So I'm hand pollinating these whenever I walk around and I come down here and I find females that need to be pollinated. Oh, there's one. Right back there. There's another one. So we have cucumbers growing in the greenhouse. So yeah, just wanted to show you that. Look at the flowers! What? Crazy, huh? So in here, we have my seed order. This is the first time, tearing it open here, this is the first time I've ordered from Johnny's Seeds. They have a really good reference, guys. If you're looking for seeds, it's the kind of place where if you're a market gardener and you need to buy your seed by the pound, they're the kind of place where you could buy your seed by the pound, by individual packets, however you basically choose to your format of seed, they'll have it. They'll have it in coated and non. So anyways, normally I order all my seeds from MI Gardener, okay? But the problem I had last year is I could not find yellow storage onion seeds anywhere. I checked all over the place. I called multiple companies. No one had anything that I could get. So this year I decided I'm not even screwing around. I'm not going to waste my time. And I bought some seeds from Johnny's. So I did get, what did I get? Move that out of the way. There. So I've got two types of onions. I've got a yellow storage onion and a red onion that has a long storage life. Okay, because that's sort of the point, right? Grow tons of onions and then put them away and run the rest of the winter through your onions, right? And then in this one, I got San Marzano tomatoes, which are basically the #1 sauce tomato. It's a paste tomato, right? It's the #1 paste tomato in the world. So if you're looking for a variety to grow for making your spaghetti sauce, this is the one. You can get San Marzano tomatoes at basically any seed distribution company. They basically all sell it. And so I ordered these. So that's the plan. So we're planting onions. There's supposed to be 250 seeds in each one of these packages. All right, so here we are. I'm growing this year in these. Okay, they're 200 cell trays. It's the first time I'm using them, and the reason I'm using them is because last year I lost a lot of my onions because I planted them and we got a really hot spell and they just literally just dried up in the dirt. So, I planted them bare root, right? So this year I'm putting them in these 200 cell trays, and that way when I plant them in the ground, it's gonna have a plug of soil, you know, about that big instead of a bare root, which is gonna allow the plant to sustain a little bit more heat stress, and it's going to go through transplant shock a lot easier because I'm not going to disturb it. So here's the tray, and we're going to start with the Rosa de Milanos. These are the red ones, and there's supposed to be 250 seeds here. Let's open this puppy up. So these are what onion seeds look like if you guys have never seen them. They kind of look like peppercorns. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one seed in each hole that I've already made a divot in. They don't have to be buried deep, right? But so this way I can just walk along and fill them in. But I'm sure you guys don't want to see me fill in 200 of these, so I'll just put a couple in and then show you what it looks like. And I'm doing my best to only put one seed per hole because I don't want to grow these all bunched up. Come on. This is the problem with little tiny seeds. They're hard to separate one at a time. You're almost doing it by feel. All right. So that's the size of them. So you can see I've already just put a little tiny divot in each. So, all right, I'm going to get to doing the rest of these and I'll catch up with you in a second. We got all the seeds in. Okay, they're all done. Did my best to just get one apiece. And all we're going to do is we're just going to lightly cover the top. And then we're just going to water it all in. We're going to put a drip tray underneath it. Haven't done that yet. We don't need a lot of soil here. Basically, we're just going to put enough in that we can just filter some down into the holes as we run our hands across it. That's basically all we're looking for right there. So we'll just put that aside. And I have maybe 20 seeds left of the red onions. So I'm going to do 2 more plastic trays down there full of soil. And I'm going to do the rest of the reds. And then I'm going to start on the whites. So I grow onions every year. Some years are better than others. Last year was an absolute disaster. But a lot of that was out of my control. I just couldn't water my onions, so they died. But onions are one of those things that there's something important you need to know if you're going to grow onions, and that is your placement in North or South America sort of deal, right? So what you need to do is onions are broken down into long and short day onions. And what you want to do is just use a reference in your head. Draw a visual line from San Diego, California, over to North Carolina. If you're above that line, you have to grow long day onions. That's what I'm growing, long day. And if you're below that line, you need to grow short day onions. And if you try to reverse them, they're not going to work out for you. They won't bulb properly because it's all about, obviously, with long day and short day, it's all about the length of time of daylight. So just check that out. So when you're ordering your onion seeds or buying your onion seeds, make sure that you know in advance whether you need long day or short day onions. Pack that down a little bit. All right, so this is tray number 2. So I'm just going to basically put a bunch of divots in it and plant more seeds. Tray number 2 is done. So these are the rest of the reds from earlier. That white tag is the last line of reds. And then we've done this whole side with yellows, the Pattersons. And now I'm going to fill up that third tray back there on the ground and do the rest of the yellows. We got our third tray here. Gonna fill that up with onions. That's the plan. You guys want to see high speed? Let's do a high speed. Take our little tag, Stick it at the beginning of the run where the onions are. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. See, there we go. Got our little tag in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half a tag. See, I'm going to just take half a tag and throw it into the last row. And then it's, you know, see? And then I'm going to fill this probably with some green onions, some bunching onions to keep them all together, sort of alliums with alliums. And then if I have any more space, I'm not sure. But we're going to fill the rest of this tray up. The last thing we need to do, get some soil, sprinkle it on top. So we only want these, like I said, a 1/4 inch deep. So we're really not going to need a whole lot of soil put down on the top of here. See? Just put some down. Spread it around. There we go. And then we're just going to water it in. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need drip trays under that. Drip trays under the bottoms. And the last thing to do is water them in. And that's why I find if you guys have seen me use this all the time, you guys should really just make one of these for yourselves. There you go. Just get a 2-liter pop bottle, drill some holes in it. These are like 1/8 of an inch. And clean your holes out good with your drill or the water is going to squirt in all funny directions. But it's nice because you can just get a dribble, right? Or you can control it a little further. And with all of the holes, all you have to do is give it a big squeeze and you can cover more surface area. So I've already pre-moistened all of this soil before I put them into the trays. So it's going to suck up that water easily. I'm not going to soak the whole thing, but we want to make sure we get around the edges especially, because sometimes they get forgot when we're watering. There. It's not a lot. And then we take your dome, put it right up on top, and then we need to find space for 3 more trays. Well, I think what we're going to do after is I'm going to get the alfalfa out of here, the grow bag in that tray, and we can just start filling up that whole back end. So I guess that's a plan. So that's it, guys. So we've got 3 trays of onions. There's 200 cells per tray, and we did roughly 2.5 trays. So just shy of 500 onions. So that's it. Onions are doing it. So we're moving forward. It's cold weather plant time, guys. So if you're thinking of starting things, now's the time to start plants like your cabbages, your broccoli, your cauliflower, your kale, your other cool weather plants, right? So that's what I'm doing next. Okay, guys, have an awesome day. Grow good food like that. Isn't that crazy? Look at all those flowers. Grow good food and have a hell of a good day. See ya.